Welcome, everybody, to Sydney, Australia. After over a decade, we have finally made it down under for our first ever SLS stop here. I'm so excited about it. This country is incredible, and we are here at the Ken Rosewell Arena. Look at this course. This thing looks amazing. Lots of great obstacles, lots of great tech skating going to go down. What's up, everybody? I'm Andrew Cannon. I'm joined by Sean Malto. Sean, how you doing?
I feel great. Big fan of this country. Love the skate scene. I'm excited to be here for the first time.
Yeah, we are going to see some incredible skating. You know, this is like basically two events.
A lot of skating.
Yeah, we have so much skating. We've got our Select Series, and then we jump into the Championship Tour. This is a look at our schedule. So right now, we're about to jump into the Men's Select Series Prelims. After that, we've got the Women's Select Series Final, Men's Select Series Final after that, and then we are going to kick off the Championship Tour with the Women's Knockout Round tonight at 7:30 p.m. Tomorrow, we start things off with the Men's Knockout Round, then the Women's Championship Final, and the Men's Championship Final to end it. Let's see the skaters that we've got for the Men's Select Series Prelims. We got 3 different heats. What I love is we have such an international field. We've got Rome Collier, Yukito Aoki, Dano Woolley, Cordano Russell, Kairi Natsuki, and Gabriel Aguilar. I mean, look at those countries represented right there.
2 Australians, first 3 skaters out.
So good. We got local legend Chima Ferguson, Blake Carpenter, Rob Pace, new pro here in Australia, Patrick Proman, and then Toby Ryan. That's heat number 2. And then heat number 3, we've got Matteo McCoy, Zach Saraceno, Shea Sandiford, Noah Naif, and Riley Pavey.
Yes, I love Riley.
Yeah, you were saying you got to spend some time with him in Sweden, right?
I did, yeah. Really talented skater, great person. But this guy, I mean, this is who I'm most excited to see is Chima making his SLS debut. He is the local legend here. You really can't go around this city and see many skate spots that he hasn't skated.
Absolutely. I got to talk about Cordano Russell. Cordano is, I mean, he is new to a lot of this, but he is getting there quickly. This guy brings something totally different to the course. He's going to skate a lot of the obstacles differently than the other skaters. He's got crazy pop and a little bit of a wild bag of tricks. So I'm excited to see what he brings. Now, this is the basics presented by Tech Deck. We've got our line section. It's 2 45-second line attempts. Then we go into our single tricks, 5 single tricks anywhere on the course. It's all about your top 4 scores. That is what the final score is. You can take one of your lines, but you do not have to. So you can win this thing and get yourself there on the single tricks alone. Top 6 skaters from the prelims are going to advance to the finals. Honestly, I can't get over how cool this course is. I love seeing these. You can't see me, but I'm putting it in quotes, smaller rails. They're still gnarly. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but small for these guys.
Exactly. I mean, you hear Jamie Foy, he's talking like, I wish they were a little bit bigger.
Yeah, the only complaint I've heard is it's a little tight down there, but everything else, everyone seems to really enjoy the course.
Let's meet the skaters in heat number 1.
All right.
First skater in from Newcastle, 17 years old, Rome Collier.
Newcastle's finest. Him and Rowan Davis.
Next up from Japan, Yukito Aoki. All right, then we got ourselves a local. We got Dano Woolley, 16 years old. I'm excited to see what he brings to the course out there.
And he's a Boost Mobile athlete, right?
Yep.
Boost Mobile on the Boost Mobile course.
is going to have to hit that boost mobile
Yeah.
obstacle.
Contractually obligated.
Look at the difference right there. You got Dano, and then you've got Cordano. Cordano towers over like everybody.
He's a beast for sure.
And I'm really excited to see what he brings
And
to
they
the
got to
course.
bring the camera back down.
Yep. Kairi Natsuki has a really cool bag of tricks. Skating for 0. And then Gabriel Aguilar, this guy, really smooth, such good style.
And this is the sick thing about this select series is I've never really seen many of these guys skate a contest before. So it's cool to see them, how they're going to take their street skating into this contest format.
Honestly, a lot of these guys are, still working their way up the amateur circuit. So, just over the years, I've seen these guys at, Tampa Am, in a mix of those contests. And seriously, the level of skating right now that we're about to see is very impressive. Before we get into it, though, let's meet the third member of our team, Alex White.
Well, good day, fellas. I was down here during practice. I got to speak with legendary Sydney skateboarder Chima Ferguson. He says this course is tight. You have to be really quick on your feet during the line section. Another thing worth noting is that 6 of the 17 skaters in this select series are Australian, and this crowd is going to be fired up for the hometown heroes. Back to you, you beauties.
Thanks, Alex. Just making us feel so nice
What
up
a
here.
sweetheart.
I know. I do. We've seen it time after time. Anytime you're outside the States and you go to another country, the locals are treated so well by the fans. So kicking things off, Rome Collier, starting off with a kick
Wow.
foot back lip.
Okay.
Jeez. So this is first line.
Oh, front crook across the entire bump to rail.
Super smooth. Man,
Wow, Rome.
17. That like hurts my heart right there.
Just trying to take a page out of Shane O'Neill's book.
Oh,
Wow.
that was sick.
Backside 180 switch front crook.
Do it.
Oh!
Okay, that was so impressive. First time ever in an SLS event. And, I mean, you saw him fall on the crook nollie flip.
I don't think that's going to hurt him much with the rest of what he did.
Well, he cleaned it up at the
He
end.
cleaned it up at the end. He started really strong with the kickflip back lip. He did enough in there. And then this front crook across the entire bump to bar. Yeah, barely
That
squeaked
was sick,
that one
though.
out.
And right at the buzzer.
That is a very, very solid first run.
The judges are like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right, we're in.
And
7.5.
And that's the hard thing about judging the first run like that is you can't go too high, you can't go too low, so that is the benchmark, 7.5.
And what's kind of cool is when you see, that line, that's what everything will be judged based off moving forward today. Oh,
All right.
man. All right. Yukito Aoki is in. Crook nollie heel.
These guys came prepared.
I told you.
Was not familiar with their game.
It's a tight game. Oh, that was really risky mid-line.
Very risky. And to be honest, that boost mobile obstacle, how it rounds off at the end, can get you off those blunt slides.
Oh. Okay.
Another solid run. Still didn't fit as many tricks in as Rome did, but
Yeah, Rome had so much in there.
But this combo, the nollie front feeble straight into the crook nollie heel. Nollie big spin back lip to end it.
It was a good line.
It was a great
But
line.
he had that fall.
Yeah. He had the fall, and he was kind of going at a little slower pace. So.
Wow, 5.2. I mean, if you really think about that, it's like the tricks that happen in there, you're like, whoa.
All right, here we go, Dano.
Dude.
What is happening here? Oh.
Everyone got the memo.
Yeah.
Well, this is what's kind of cool, is we've got all these younger skaters that have literally grown up with SLS. So they see what, when we get into the actual championship tour, like, they know what it takes to get in there.
Absolutely. And then you have a couple different plans, right? You have your plan A, your plan B, and then Rome kind of set the bar up there to go with the riskier line you're going to do.
What's kind of amazing, though, is when you really consider the scoring, and you're like, you don't even have to take a line score.
No, nobody's out until it's over.
Yeah. So Dano having a little bit of trouble out there on the first line.
He's going to go talk it out with somebody. Where's he going?
All right, Cordano, Russell.
Dano straight to Cordano.
I wonder what he's got going on the leg right there. Look at that. Board slide up the rail. Honestly, Cordano is, I'm going to say, relatively new on the actual come-up scene. I mean, in the last 2 years, he's really put his name out there, skating amateur events. We saw him in the Select Series at Primitive Park, skating well, unable to put it down, so it's really cool to see him out here doing it again. Whoa!
Frontside half cap, front nose. Yeah, it's like, I would say for the Select Series, he might be one of the more experienced people maybe for this event, but still in the early stages of his contest skating career.
Yeah. I like that he brings a bit of a different bag of tricks.
Yeah. The nollie big spin back lip, the frontside half cap front board. You don't really see those too often. The frontside half cap front nose was such a sick trick.
Scores in 4.1. Man, Rome really set the bar. I'm excited to see what Kari Netsuki does on this course.
He's on 0, right?
Yeah, he's a heel flipper.
He just heel flipped front board at Hollywood 16.
Yep.
A fan of this guy.
Oh.
Nollie inward heel, such like a respectable trick. Yeah.
There you see it.
He's not going to miss that.
Live and direct. Oh, wow.
Two really risky flip tricks right in the middle of his run.
Oh, taking it to fakie.
I'm counting that. Full cab heel. I'm counting it.
Okay, how does that stack up right there to Rome's line?
So he didn't fall. I still think Rome might have had a little bit of stronger tricks, but he didn't fall, and he did fit a lot in there. I'm going to have to say that you got to put him in that first spot.
All right, let's kind of break it down. We got the nollie inward heel flip. He also backed that up with a big spin flip on the other side.
Heel flip front board and heel flip back lip. So this has to be really good.
So, and this is where, when with the judges, does that help or hurt if you're like, oh, there you go, 7.8. Yeah. So taking it up to the top spot. But do you think it makes sense to be like, heel flip front board and then heel flip back lip? Or does it negate?
No, I think it does. I think that makes sense.
Okay.
I think that lives separately.
All right, Gabriel Aguilar. This guy's got great pop. Ooh.
He was one of the more impressive people in practice. And I like that. He could have picked his board up, but the little nollie 180 up to flow rolling into the roller, such a sick way to just keep on his board the whole time.
It's tasteful.
Yeah, see, he doesn't stop. He stays on. Nice switch blunt slide.
I like how well thought out this line is.
Oh. Just missing the piv fakes on boost mobile sign.
A little bit of heartbreak right there at the end, but a really good line.
Nose blunt slide on for the boost mobile replay. You see kind of how it rounds at the end of that. Makes it a little harder. You really kind of got to nudge the blunt slides out more than you think.
It makes a lot of sense. It also seems like it's going to be a little tougher for, you know, some of the skaters out there that are going to be doing the nose blunts, both front side and back side on there. All right, scores in 5.9. Gabriel now in third place. Kairi Netsuki in the top spot with a 7.8, and Rome in second with a 7.5 after line number 1. We're going to head back to the top of the order.
Back Smith into the bank. I've actually skated with Rome in Newcastle last time I was there back in May. Kickflip back tail this hubba there. Super sick. And he is landing everything right now.
You know what's cool is, I mean, just seeing from line number 1 to number 2, there's like a noticeable difference in confidence and comfort.
All right, so he went front crook to fakie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was such a good run.
Yeah.
That is a championship style run.
Break it down for us.
Look at this. Kickflip back lip to start. Long front crook to fakie.
That pop out was so good.
So sick. Everything was just solid. Even the backside 180 nose grind, just the way it kind of leaks out of there. Justified smile on his face.
Is that going to be enough to get him in the top spot?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
All right, and an 8.
Maybe
it does
a little
it.
smaller margin than I thought.
But you know what? I mean, we're talking tenths of a point is what it takes. Next in, Yukito Aoki. Look at that. Nollie front feeble to start it off. Oh, 2 for 2.
2 for 2. Contest make.
Yukito, we've seen him at a lot of the Tampa events. Super, super consistent.
He's done well in Tampa, right?
Yes. Nice back Smith.
There we go. Back nose blunt. Just wasting a little time.
All right.
Solid run. Everything was exactly how we wanted to do it. But just not a ton of tricks. Crook, nollie heel out, getting a little wobbly, but go bump to back nose blunt.
That is so sick in the middle of a line.
Absolutely.
That thing is pretty big. I think he's going to outdo that 6.5. Oh, yeah, got a 6.5 on that one. Sorry about that. It was a 5.2 on the first one. All right, Dano Woolley back in.
And do you know Dano?
Yeah, Dano actually skates for Santa Cruz.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, he's awesome. Brother of Kieran Woolley.
I did not even put that together.
Yep, it runs in the family.
Runs in the family.
Yep, they're all very talented. Watching him progress over the years has been really cool.
Also a little added pressure being a Boost Mobile athlete at the Boost Mobile event.
Absolutely.
It's like, there, for whatever reason, just a little bit of added pressure, but back 3 lip to start.
That is so difficult.
And then to hold that kickflip front board across the whole ledge.
All right, 2.8. He's going to stick with that first line score.
He has the firepower for the singles as well.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what's going to be super fun because we haven't seen most of these skaters in SLS before. So what they bring to the table once we get into the singles, I think that's going to be really exciting. All right, Cordano Russell. So Cordano from San Diego, California, actually got into college last year. I think he's officially started, which is really cool.
Smart.
College while trying to build out a professional career.
Taking the Mark Suchu route.
He's also so much fun. You follow him on social media, and he takes it super serious. Like for him, it's like very athletic. You know, he's at the gym early in the morning, getting after it. You know, working on the tricks every single day. It's really cool to see that level of focus and dedication.
And that's kind of what it takes these days to be competitive in an event like this. I mean, getting that board slide into the bank this time.
When you're literally like, I got to strengthen my quads to jump up on that thing, like squats galore.
I mean, it doesn't, he's like 7 feet tall as well.
He is.
Frontside half cab, front nose, back to switch, making it even harder. Solid run.
.7. Honestly, I just think level of tricks wise, he's not bringing the same level of tricks that we're seeing from Rome.
Yeah, there's not, you know, not a lot of flip ins, no flip outs. That's just, but solid for sure.
All right, Kairi Natsuki back in for number 2. Had a good first run, 7.8. Coming out of Japan. Always cool too in the current like skate landscape. You see a lot of skaters that, you know, are very contest oriented, and it's super cool because Kairi like actually putting out video parts and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Look at how consistent.
It is incredible.
Also, oftentimes when you've got somebody who's so good with the heel flips, they fully bail on kick flips. So to see him,
oh
wow, that was a really good line.
And that's what we're talking about. This is right here. You got flip ins, you got flip outs, and that's all in one pass down the park. And then to end it like this, heel flip, back lip on the rail, straight to the tail slide heel flip out.
I mean, that's flip in, flip out combo 2 times.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's flipping in and flipping out everywhere.
8.5, rightfully so. Kairi Natsuki now in the top spot. Wow, that was so good.
See that, just for me, seeing his video parts, always been a big fan, but I had no idea he could do it that consistently like that.
Speaking of consistent, Gabriel Aguilar on course, coming from Brazil. You can really see how gnarly that is from that angle.
Half cab back 5, such a sick one.
Coming in switch. So comfortable on the switch back blunt. Yes.
There we go.
Making it happen. Perfectly timed. And he got a 5.9 on that first line where he fell on the back 5-0 front 180 out.
Yeah, definitely a step up from the first line. Hitting the boost mobile sign twice, too. Nose blunt slide right there coming out. This just easy switch blunt back to regular.
I like the way it's silly, but like the way he does the switch back blunt and then he immediately hops into the push and just looks so comfortable.
Yeah, he knew he was landing it before he even popped.
Yeah.
Then the
6.4, an improvement.
Solid.
Over the first line. Man, we have seen some great skating so far. Right now, Kairi Natsuki in the top spot with an 8.5, but we've still got our single tricks yet to come. Stick around, we'll be back in a moment. Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Boost Mobile, works in more places. By Destination New South Wales, come and feel the energy in Sydney. And by Accelerator Active Energy, the official energy drink of Street League Skateboarding. There's a look at beautiful Bondi Beach. We got a skate park on the beach. Amazing waves. It's such an incredible view. Sydney has a vibrant 24-hour beach city lifestyle with a combination of natural wonders and cultural experiences like nowhere else in the world. And if you come to Sydney, Bondi Beach is a must. We are back in the arena, and we are going to get into the single tricks for heat number 1 here in the Select Series. So far, we've seen some really good skating. Crowd making their way in. So we're going to start things off with Rome Collier, who came out swinging both lines.
Yeah, that's the thing with this, with experience here. Let's see if they've left some in the tank. Just missing that kickflip back tail, but there is a little bit of a strategy for this event. You do have to leave 3 solid single tricks.
All the skaters are going to get 5 attempts, and it's all about your top 4 scores. Whoa! This right here is where we're going to see that experience shine through. I mean, a lot of these skaters skate in the amateur contests, and a lot of those amateur contests are run-based. So for them, this is a lot more normal to skate the lines than it is to do the singles.
Absolutely, there is strategy. So it's, you know, it's not only about being really good, but it's also about doing certain tricks at the right time.
So Cordano Russell, hopefully gonna put the first trick down. Oh, that was sick.
Really solid. You know, it's not technically the hardest trick that you can do, but there's not a lot of people in the field that have that much pop that can get up there like that.
He just floats up onto that hubba. Also, our first trick landed in singles.
Cordano looking up at Mike Mo right now.
6.5.
All right, I think that was a pretty solid score from the judges.
In the end, we're talking about a 50-50 back 180.
Yeah.
It's really tall. But, I mean, I think if he 5-0'd it, nose grinded it, something like that, he'd be higher up there. Kairi Natsuki in. Whoa! That's going to get the judges' attention.
He really has heel flips like that, huh?
Yeah, he really does. I mean, you don't go Hollywood high otherwise.
Yeah, I haven't seen many heel flip backsmiths, and especially like that.
Yeah,
Hit
like done
perfectly,
well.
yeah.
Look at how high above the hubba he was, too.
Yeah, he caught it, kind of saw the hubba, and just dipped it right in there.
7.7. Look at that. Kairi Natsuki in the top spot, 4 full points ahead of Cordano. Someone is establishing a bit of a lead.
Yep.
All right, Gabriel Aguilar.
Cab back lip. You know, not the hardest trick that he could do, but I do like the strategy of just getting tricks on the board, applying some pressure, and then just seeing where you're at with a couple tricks left.
Not that in any way, shape, or form is that an easy trick, but at this point in SLS, that is a relatively basic trick.
Absolutely. I think most of the field could do that trick.
Yeah, 5.1, but like you said, showing that strategy,
Yeah.
which is cool to see.
Get a trick on the board, take some pressure off yourself, and then just let the contest kind of flow from there.
All right, Rome coming in for attempt number 2. All right, talk me through the pressure. I mean, you've skated a ton of SLS. What's it feel like out there?
Yeah, it's really hard because, you know, in a line you can start with a couple easy tricks, get the rhythm into it, and then you feel good on your board. But the singles, you just really got to get going quick. And that's why, I mean, that nollie big spin heel back lip was amazing right there. But, you know, it is nice to have a little bit of cushion. And this should give him some cushion right here. Nollie big spin heel, back lip, pulling it back out to regular.
That was so well done. Everything about that.
Very well done.
Got a good amount of slide. Landed it so beautifully. That is attempt number 2. And 8 even. Yukito Aoki now in second place with a 14.5. But still a big gap between those top 2 spots. Next in, Dano Woolley. Going for that hurricane. This is where, hopefully, swaps things out for the next one. Cordano, we saw him with a 50-50 180. Look at that dismount. Like,
yeah. I mean, he's such a big guy. That is a really sick trick, though. Frontside half cab big spin. Front board? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when things start to get a little weird from a name perspective. Oh!
Wow. He is heel flipping his way to the top spot right now.
I appreciate that he's like legit stepping up the level.
What's really cool about this too, so heel flip, back tail, fakie. He could have done that on the hubba easily, but heel flip, back tail on the round rail just is so much more precise, a lot harder to do. So I'm really psyched on him going that route than taking it down the hubba. And
7.9
shows right there.
These are some good scores for Kairi. All right, Gabriel Aguilar, attempt number 2.
Going for that switch 180 front feeble, it looked like.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right, Rome is a kickflip back tailer. I've seen him kickflip back tail hubbas. Okay.
Look at that.
Kickflip front
Smart
blunt.
move.
Yeah, change it up a little bit.
You know, we want to see all of them make it happen because in the end, we are taking the top 6 onto the Select Series final. And it is overall top 6.
This Boost Mobile replay kickflip front blunt came out perfect, straight to regular. I would say regular is a lot cooler and a lot harder to do than to go to fakie as well.
I'm going to agree with you on that. Although, if you do it to fakie and it looks on purpose, it also is, it's quite nice.
It is kickflip front blunt.
Yeah. 7.4. Rome now moves up into that second place spot. Next, Yukito Aoki. Oh.
It just flipped a fraction too slow. Put some pressure on these last 2 attempts.
He looked like he popped into that really high.
Oh, yeah.
Which is interesting because he was so precise on the nollie big heel back lip. Dano Woolley looking to get his first single trick score. Oh. I don't know if the judges are going to score.
I think that was a bit late.
Yeah.
A bit on the late side. Because he goes all 4 wheels down, rolls too far, yeah. And he did that trick in his run, so unfortunately that should be a 0.
I mean, unless the judges give him a really low score, but I think they might go 0s.
It's funny, I can see the judging booth from here. They're conversing.
So what are the judges looking for, Sean?
You know, it's like Rome kind of set it off, so that's the bar, right? And then they're just looking for you to do, you got to land your trick solid, and you got to do things that are up to par with how that first run is.
So, did you see right there? Eric Lanto went up to him. I think he was asking him, what trick were you doing right there? Like, were you trying this? Were you trying that? I think the judges needed a little more information.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, though, back 3, lip. All right, let's take a look at this. So, back 3 lip. Yeah. That's too long.
Yeah. I mean, he was like rolling away.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're scoring it.
But
it honestly does him like almost a disservice by scoring
because he can't do it again.
Yeah. So it's a 3.9. Cordano Russell. Right now, down in 4th place. Cordano has that competitive spirit. Man.
Just a little too on the inside, locking in.
I would love to see him make those next 2.
Yeah, you and me both.
All right, Kairi Natsuki right now with a solid lead over everybody else, 24.1. Going for a nollie back.
I don't like that play. I think he still kind of has to put down a trick. I don't think nollie back heel is gonna
No.
get him over that because the people behind him still have chances.
The only thing I would say is I would like him to land it just to know where the judges go score-wise. That was sick for Gabriel Aguilar. That 180 switch 50-50 on the Boost Mobile sign.
Yeah, getting up and over alley-oop style. Didn't fully lock both trucks in, but we'll give it to him.
That's horrifying either way.
Yeah.
That is a scary trick. It's funny, not funny, but sometimes it's almost like you watch them do it and you're like, oh, it just looks so easy, but you don't even realize how sketchy that is.
Very sketchy.
6.2 now moves him into second place with 3 scores on the board. Rome Collier, first time skating at SLS. Look at that.
Kickflip front crook.
Sean, you've skated in a ton of events across the board over all your years of professional skateboarding. What is it like skating in an arena for the first time?
It's just a different pressure you've never felt before. But Rome is handling it perfect. Look at this, kickflip, front crook, locked in, beautiful, popped out.
That pop out is like, that's the difference.
On top of that too, being Australian in this Australian environment adds a lot more pressure.
I can't wait to see where the score comes in. That was just so well done. 7.4. Rome, second place, 22.8, getting closer.
And that puts him within striking distance easily.
Yes, because now he's got 3 scores on the board, and it is going to come down to that last attempt.
Yeah.
All right, Yukito. Oh, what? I want to see that one again. I want to see it looked like both weren't on.
It looked like it was on top, but he did tray flip up there.
Yeah. Yeah, that back truck just wasn't on. He will get a score.
Yeah.
Whoa, it actually looks like he literally 3-flipped onto it.
Both trucks missed. Yeah, he just tray flipped on top of it. Still impressive.
Honestly.
Still impressive.
I think if you asked him to 3-flip onto the hubba, he'd be like, no way, that's horrifying.
It's kind of harder.
But that's the dedication. 4.0.
Let me ask you, if he tray flip 50-50 locked in, is that a different trick since he never tried the first one? Risky. It's risky.
Yeah, I mean, with a 4.0, he's got to get something solid. All right, Dano needs a score. All right, in a Hurricane, what do you think trick-wise?
I think Hurricane is definitely on the bottom scale of where these guys are, but I think Dano really just needs to get in a rhythm right now, and you know, if a Hurricane is what he needs, I think, but it's just the firepower is too much for him right now. Should be, yeah.
4.4.
That was
Dano in
even,
fifth.
it's even higher than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, Cordano right now in 6th place. He needs these next 2 or he has no shot. Look at that.
That is so impressive, actually. I love that.
I'm very curious to see where the judges go on that.
I think front 5 actually takes way more pop, and then to lift it,
look at this.
to lift that front truck on something going up is a lot harder. You got to get really steep on that. That was sketchy.
The amount of weight that he put on that back foot right there.
He's so crouched up there. This, to me, should be a really good high score.
8.
Yeah.
Yep, the judges giving him what he deserved right there.
I think that's more so harder than a nose gun.
Agreed. I'm going to agree. just a lot more room for it to slide out for you.
And if you undershoot, ooh.
Yeah, that's no good. All right, Kairi Natsuki in the top spot right now.
Okay.
Nollie back heel.
He put a score up.
I don't think it's going to do anything necessarily for him, but what it's going to do is show all the other skaters in here where scores go skating the stairs.
Absolutely. It just opens the door a little bit for Rome. He could have shut it.
He's still got one more, though.
He still has one more, but I would like 2 tries on a higher pressure trick.
To me, this feels like, I don't know, like a 6 or somewhere in the 6s, but
and we'll
see what the judges do.
He clipped the last stair. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not see
Yeah, he clipped the last stair.
6.1. That's a fair score. Honestly, it helps.
It doesn't hurt. It helps.
It helps because he's got 4 scores. So he's in the top right now, 30.2. And that's a good score.
It's great.
You know? Kickflip frontside nose grind. Gabriel Aguilar down the hubba.
From my angle, I couldn't see if the back truck.
I can't see. I didn't see it either. It looked like it was pretty good, but
Yeah.
here we go. Now we get the side angle.
Good flick, this guy. Kick flip.
Little tap.
Kind of bounced in and bounced out, but he did hold it for the majority of the grind. I do think the judges are definitely going to dock some points off this.
Needs a 5.2 to get up into second.
It's going to be close.
Here's another look.
So this back chuck hits, lifts, and hits again on the way out.
I like how much time the judges are taking right now on these, just because we have 2 more heats of great skaters yet to come.
Yeah. Judges need to get in a groove too.
They are all fighting for those top 6 spots.
We got a tie.
5.1. Look at that. Rome and Gabriel talking it through. But they're docking him the points for that tap. I don't even think when he got into it, the board dipped, but it didn't touch. They're docking him for that tap on the way out.
Yeah, for sure.
Current leader, Kairi Natsuki, in the top spot. But we've got one more attempt for all of them.
What does he need?
And it all comes down to this. Rome needs to do it. Oh! What's interesting, though, in my opinion here, is that he went kickflip front crook and then went back for the kickflip back tail, which I don't think is as good as a kickflip front crook.
No, and he tried to go to regular and then force it to fakie, but he did not put a hand down.
Yeah,
his hand stayed off the ground.
He actually did.
It grabbed rail, but it didn't hit the ground. So that's good. I think
he needs a 7.5 to get up into first. Is it enough for a 7.5?
If he would have done it perfect, yeah.
5.3. I mean, he got a 7.4 for the kickflip front crook, which I think we can both agree is a hard
way harder trick. Yeah.
So Rome, 28.1. Yukito Aoki needs a 9.7 to get into second. Oh, not going to do it.
Yeah, for Rome, I think that's where the experience comes in. You got to shove out. You got to try something that's just going to push you over that.
Dano right now in 6th. First ever SLS event. Cordano's 16 years old. He's got lots of time ahead of him.
It's good to get into this environment, feel it. Now, before this event next year, he can kind of know exactly what these feelings are going to be.
Cordano, 19 years old. He's got to do something big. Needs an 8-0 to get into second.
He's letting the crowd know.
He's feeling it.
Is that fakie heel?
Yeah.
Back lip?
That was sick.
I've never seen anyone do a fakie heel back lip before. This is the first time I've ever seen anyone do this.
And he did it in competition on a rail.
Perfect.
So well.
This has to be really good.
Yeah, where do you think the judges are going to go on that?
They got to go up high.
Everything about that was really well done.
I assume this has to put him into second.
So he needs an 8-0 to get into second. Man, talk about a spread on scores right there. 8.5. He does it. Cordano now in second place with a 28.7. But look at that. Line 5.7. First one 6.5, and then he's 8.5.
All you got to do is make him the top 6, though.
That's all?
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying, it's not that easy.
It's not that easy, but he's putting himself in a good spot. That's all I'm saying.
What's been interesting is Kairi, it almost looked like he did all the hard stuff early and then was kind of like, I don't know what to do now. Like, nollie back heel and 360 flip down the stairs.
Yeah, and again, you have 2 other heats. You want as much cushion as possible.
He very well may end up in there with that 30.2, but it feels like it almost feels like a missed opportunity to gain some points.
There's a slight question mark right now. It's not for sure.
Yeah. Gabriel Aguilar, all the way from Brazil. It's so cool to see everybody skating up the hubbas.
Yeah, everyone has pop these days, huh?
So Gabriel in fourth, not going to move up. Here is a look at where things sit right now. Kairi Netsuki in the top spot, 30.2. Cordano Russell, 28.7, and Rome Collier, 28.1. Some good scores in there, but it is all about the top 6 overall that are going to advance on to the Select Series final. So nobody is safe right now. We've still got 2 heats to go, but before we do, let's head down to the third member of our team, Alex White. Alex, you got a special guest. What's going on?
Hey, thanks, guys. I'm down here with Dano Woolley. Dano, this was your first experience in an SLS Select Series. Walk us through that trick attempt number 3 with the back 3 lip and going to revert, kind of.
I was just planning on going to it. I was thinking about it, and I got in, and I was like, oh, this can't revert. But I was like, oh, I'm in SLS, so I may as well just do it. So I tried, but I didn't quite get it quick enough, so unfortunately, yeah.
So what was the overall experience for you in this first SLS Select Series?
I love it. I'm so grateful I'm here, and it's a really good experience because I got to be with all the pros, like see how they like do everything, and yeah, it's really good.
Well, great showing at your first ever. Do you want to say hi to the folks back home?
What was that, sorry?
You want to say hi to the folks back home?
Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good day, and see you next time.
True legend. Thanks so much, Dano. Back to you guys.
I love that attitude right there. Just like stoked, super grateful to be here doing it, and just excited to do it again.
Yeah, he has a bright future for sure.
Absolutely. That your current leader, Kairi Netsuki. But we've still got 2 heats left. Chima Ferguson, Blake Carpenter, Rob Pace, Patrick Proman, and Toby Ryan are going to be gracing us on the course next. And we're going to follow that up with heat number 3. Mario McCoy, Zach Saraceno, Shea Sandiford, Noah Naif, and Riley Pavey. So lots of great skating still to come with 1 heat down. This is the Men's Select Series Prelims live from Sydney, Australia. Kairi Netsuki in that top spot with a 30.2. Stick around, everyone. Lots more skating yet to come. Welcome back, everyone, to SLS Sydney, presented by Boost Mobile. We are here at the Ken Rosewell Arena, and things are starting to heat up. We've seen heat number 1 here in the Select Series, and so far, the skating has been solid. There is Pamela Rosa, who's going to be skating a little bit later. Excited to see what she brings to this course. A little bit of a different course. Let's meet our skaters for heat number 2. First up, we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Chima Ferguson.
My pick.
34 years old.
One of the most established pros out here.
Holding it down for Oz for a long time now. Then we've got, from Florida, 31 years old, Blake Carpenter. Says his stance is goofy, but I don't know if I believe it. Next up, we've got Rob Pace. Recently turned pro, 27 years old. From Virginia, Patrick Proman. This guy is a smooth operator.
Just went pro for real, right?
Yep. And then from Carlsbad, California, 20 years old, Toby Ryan. This guy is gnarly.
This is
The
a
fans are
heavy
making
heat.
their way in. Yeah, this is a big one.
Yeah, this is definitely some very established household names.
Any predictions?
You know, I would love my man Chima to do this, but Blake Carpenter, the way he looked in practice.
I was going to throw you under the bus and be like, dude, when we were talking earlier, you said Blake Carpenter had the potential to win it all.
It's funny, I've been on the road a lot with both of these guys, Chima and Blake. So I've actually, one of my first trips ever was with Chima in San Francisco. Staying at Jason Ferris's house, and he's starting it out with an early grab.
Trying to kickflip up the stairs.
I've competed a lot with Chima as well, too, in contests, and he's very, very good in these situations. It's probably just been a little while for him.
Honestly, I'm just so stoked he's out there on the course at an SLS event.
Former Australian Skater of the Year.
We got 10 seconds left. Chima just been holding it down for real skateboards for so long. Put out amazing video parts, really pushing the envelope on gnarly skateboarding.
He's been holding it down for skateboarding as a whole. Just sick early grab.
That was That was great.
But I swear, you walk around, if you come skate street in Sydney, every single spot, it's, oh, Chima did this. You go to the next spot. Chima did that. It's like everywhere. He's been skating this place forever.
Yeah. All right, next skater, Blake Carpenter.
Yeah, Blake and I filmed for a video together a couple of years ago for Nike.
Starting it off switch.
And switch heel up the set of stairs in your run. You got to be feeling real comfortable to be able to do that.
What was your experience like filming for that Nike video with him?
I could not believe the tricks that he is capable of doing. He could do a lot of things that most people can't do. Like even that switchback tail to regular, that's not easy to do.
Especially mid-line. Oh,
and
pressing eject right there. And go for it. That's a bummer.
Okay. I will say Blake is probably the strongest single tricks out of this whole group.
I mean, switchback tail down the rail mid-line shows you that level of comfort. 2.7. He'll look to that next line. Next in, Rob Pace.
This guy just went on a tear a few years ago.
I mean, honestly, he just put out an OJ part. We've got a Santa Cruz part coming out with him very shortly, and it is one of the gnarliest parts I've seen.
He just hasn't stopped putting out parts.
Oh my God,
and
the fact that he just pulled that in.
And he just front feebled up the hub.
That was nuts. I can't believe he pulled out of that.
And I will say, his style of skating is a little bit gnarlier, right? Like bigger rails. Yeah. So the course maybe isn't the absolute best for him, but he's good enough to figure it out.
Yeah, he sees these rails and he's like, oh, those are adorable.
Yeah, like he'll backlip a 20 stick.
Nice back blunt. All right. Putting together a decent line.
A solid run.
Honestly, I just want to see that 50-50 again. Yeah. Look at this. Sliding out. The face in the background is the best because it was like, oh.
This blunt slide was very, very good too. Fully locked.
Overall trick selection-wise, a little bit more on the basic side, but a 4.5 starts him out okay. And it gets him a score on the board. Next in, Patrick Promen.
He has been in a couple of these things before too. So he does have experience in skating in these arena-style events, especially the format.
He's really consistent.
He looks like he needs to take a breath. There you go. Smile, cruise around. Nollie front crook the hubba. That's just nerves. That whole run is just nerves because everything looked the way it should. It's just his legs kind of gave out on him.
So he's definitely going to look to that second line. But really nice nollie front feeble.
He has a great trick selection. No, obviously, you know I love a nollie front crook. Look at his hands kind of shaking.
It's got to be scary out there.
It's
gotta be scary
Just
out
see
there.
the nerves.
Next up, Toby Ryan. 20 years old, a regular footer.
Where's Toby from?
California, Carlsbad. Toby is also very gnarly.
Very.
Yes. That was beautiful looking.
I love that. Frontside ollie straight into the boost mobile sign. You got to do the frontside ollie perfect. Oh, yeah. Just missing the nollie backside flip, but he did just do a pretty historic one.
Yeah. Down Wallenberg. Look at that big elastic frontside ollie.
Straight into the crook. If you land a little low on that frontside ollie, you're going to have 0 speed.
Yeah, that was impressive. 2.5.
Respect for skating in the Spitfire hoodie.
Honestly, we've seen some lower scores so far in the lines, but I think a lot of that is nerves. I mean, you watch heat number 1 come in, everyone just puts it down left and right.
And that's the blessing and a curse, you know, about heat number 1. You can put pressure on everybody else. So, you know, I think the way heat 1 came out, these guys just they know what they got to do. So it makes it a little harder.
Chima kind of flowing around. Yes. Varial Hilly on the stairs.
Yep, boneless in.
I'm excited to see what single tricks he does.
Absolutely. This is a guy that has a pro shoe on Vans.
That is not an easy feat.
No.
I mean, look at that score right now. It says average for 6th is a 2.1. So, as of right now, score is, it's pretty low barrier of entry.
Yeah.
2.2.
Blake's on pace.
Oh!
What? Come on, Blake.
That was weird looking, you know, it like just got a little off balance.
There we go. Oh.
Wow.
Double dribble on a heel flip up to 4.
Fakey crook down the rail to start things off too.
This is the Blake we know right here. Switch tray, the hip.
Oh. That's time right there. A little too many bobbles in the line. Fakey crook down the rail to start off your line is sketchy.
I think it was nollie. Was it?
No, because he went right into that switch heel.
I think he went nollie crook regular heel. Yeah, because the switchback tail over here.
Okay. Rob pace in, Smith grind. That's the risk right there of trying to grind up these hubbas. All right, he's got 20 seconds left. Rob, a brand new pro. Oh, going for the kickflip frontside 50-50. Rob, an avid fisherman when he's not skating, yeah. Yep, very good with his hands, too. Does lots of metalworking stuff, fabrication.
He can do it all.
He can do it all. He can do it all. And that man is driven. It's pretty incredible.
You could tell by his video parts that he skates.
Yes. All right, so he's going to stick with that first line score. He's going to still have his single tricks. Next skater in, Patrick Proman.
I think the door is kind of open for Patrick once they find him. There he is. You know, no one's really going off this heat, so if he could just put together some sort of run just to give himself a little cushion.
Skating pretty fast.
Yeah, he's looking a lot smoother. Oh, just missing the pop.
He's still got 20 seconds left, though. Plenty of time. Maybe get a couple more in.
Ooh.
Wow.
Front shove back grind on a round rail.
It's not going to be the one.
No. I like the start, though. Nollie front feeble. Then the front shove back grind. Again, we know he could do that on his Hollywood 16 ad.
All right, a 3 even. He'll stick with that 3.1. Next skater in, Toby Ryan. If he can put down a good line, that'll give a huge advantage.
See, I think at this point, he could be thinking like, all right, let's just flow, like, just land tricks. Like, you don't need to do the hardest thing in the world, but just try to get up in that 6-7 range if you can.
Oh, that was beautiful. Showing, you know, how much of an all-terrain ripper he is.
Let's see, setting up for that nollie backside flip. You know he's good at that.
Yep. I mean, you've alluded to it. We talked about it.
Yeah.
He did that down Wallenberg.
Did it down Wallenberg. I don't think it's out yet.
That was a good line right there.
I think that was perfect. I think that's like exactly what he needed to do. Get something on the board.
Look at that tail grab.
Landing so high up on the transition to get straight into this cricket grind.
Boost Mobile instant replay. What was cool was he had a mix of everything in the line. So nollie backside flip down the stairs, transition skating, the gnarly skating.
Yeah.
I think that has potential to be a pretty good, 5.2.
Maybe, well, you know, I guess we are judging everything off that first heat.
Yeah. And there were some high line scores.
Yeah.
Look at that. Jamie Foy down there getting his eyes on what's going on out there. But probably more importantly, seeing what things are scoring like.
Yeah, Tori, Braden.
That right there. Some of the skaters you're going to see tomorrow. But for now, stick around. Lots more skating yet to come. Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Cariuma, old school sneaker, new school ethics. By Tech Deck. Start small, go big. And by G-Shock, the official timekeeper of Street League skateboarding. Welcome back to Sydney. Here's a look at Rob Pace doing what I would personally say as a horrifying adventure, the bridge climb. Would you do that, Sean?
I would not, but the scenes look beautiful from up there.
It looks incredible, but I am so scared of heights. I would have to be out. Welcome back, everyone, to the 2023 SLS Select Series. We are in the middle of it right now. We are on heat number 2, about to kick off single tricks. There's a look at Chima Ferguson, Australian skateboarding legend. Stoked to see what he brings to the course.
Lock the front shove nose grind, perfect. Slipping out at the end.
He got in.
This is what I'm excited to see. I feel like this is exactly his style of skating.
Oh, there you go.
Just really hard single tricks. He's really good at that.
All these skaters are trying to get those top 6 spots to move on to the SLS Select Series Finals a little bit later today.
And nollie heel backside board slide. Technical, clean. I think for Blake, too, he's not a contest skater, so these single tricks kind of suit the way his style of skating is.
See where the judges go on that. .6. How do you feel about that score?
I think it was pretty solid. It's not the hardest thing to do in the world, but the way he did it was perfect.
Rob Pace coming in next. Ooh. Switch big spin board slide. I didn't see that one coming.
I didn't know we could do that.
Rob, definitely known for the gnarly rails, the crazy hubbas. So awesome to see him switch big spin board.
Yeah, if you had a 20 stair rail out there, Rob Pace would be right at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah. And the first one ready to grind it.
But switch big spin board slide, he's showing us that he can do it all. 5.9. Solid score.
Right now in 7th. Patrick Promin. Average for 6th, a 2.5. Oh.
That was close.
And that was nose, right? Not heel nose?
That was nose.
Next in, Toby Ryan for his first attempt.
Wow.
That was
Switch
great.
backside flip. Perfect.
That was really good.
That's also one of those tricks where, you know, you can wind up, you can miss flick a switch backside flip very easily. So to be able to do that in a contest down the set, first try, respect.
Yeah, that was really good. We saw 6.1 for Kairi Netsuki on the nollie back heel. We'll see if the score ends up somewhere in the 6 area.
Definitely better than a nollie back heel.
You think they might go up 7?
I don't know about 7, but
Just harder.
yeah,
6.7, you were right.
I like that.
That is a very appropriate score for that trick. All right, Chima Ferguson, attempt number 2.
I like this heat, though. Every single one of these guys in this heat, they all have amazing video parts.
And that is what's so special about Street League in general. It is truly like the best street skaters.
Blake coming up short on that switch foot front board.
Rob Pace. Whoa! That's a pretty short rail to go crook to back Smith. You look like frazzled right now, honestly. I'm like looking at your face. I'm like,
process that.
All right, Patrick Promen's in. There we go. I like how much speed he skates with.
Nollie heel, no sliding on that round handrail. So sick. Very precise skater.
.8. 6.8 is going to be, that's going to work for him.
Yeah.
Patrick now ninth place. Toby Ryan in 7th. He needs a .6 to get up into 6th place. Oh, that's going to do it.
He's just working that set of stairs.
I like the mix of tricks that he's brought so far.
Switch tray down the set.
.6.
Okay, he's working his way up. 5th place, solid with 3 attempts left.
Yeah. Download TrueSkate on your mobile device and enter the SLS Sydney event. For the first time, players that complete all missions in the event will unlock a virtual replica of the championship course. Play now to skate the same course as the SLS pros. Hey, that was a good kickflip front crook right there.
That was locked. Nollie 270 heel backboard.
That was the Yuto trick, right? He did the one on the handrail.
So that's Yuto's doing video game type tricks in real life.
Literally. All right, Chima Ferguson needs an average of a 5.5 to get up into 6th.
Next one. We have the skills to do it, for sure.
Next up, Blake Carpenter, 9.3 to get into 6th. Needs to get 2 more scores on the board. Ooh, that's going to put some pressure on him.
Yeah. I'm like, he doesn't have to go that hard, but
I mean, he's going to put himself in a spot where he does have to.
Now he has to.
Now, yeah.
Now he has to.
All right, Rob Pace, let's see.
What is happening?
I want to see him make it, and then I want to look right at you and see you try to process.
Just grip to back Smith.
That's so hard. And especially in such a tight space.
What a legend.
All right, Patrick coming in.
You know, not as many people trying on the Boost Mobile obstacle as I thought, because it is the biggest thing here.
I think we're going to see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
DeCenzo, Braden.
Well, here's Toby. Let's see.
Was that a Susky grind?
That was a Susky. It was a mellow Susky.
Yeah.
But it was a Susky.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
You know what? From this angle, it was more legit Susky.
Absolutely. The other angle made it look like a backside 5-0. But this one, all right, I'll give it to him.
He had it tweaked out.
Still probably not going to be the highest score in the world, 3.2.
I liked I like seeing Braden in the background just kind of like looking, watching, taking notes, seeing what scores are.
Yeah, but I feel like at this point for Toby, he has to look at moving up the leaderboard.
Yes.
Regardless of anything.
All right, Chima, attempt number 4.
Chima.
He's invested. I want to see him make it on the next one.
I do.
Just for all the Australian fans here.
Still got one more thing to get it. I'd love to see him do it. Honestly.
And Blake, he's got to put this next one down. He's got 2 more attempts. I mean, and they've got to be big because that line score, the high is a 2.7.
Oh,
It is not going to do it for him.
it was close. It was a lot closer than what all those zeros look like. He could, you know what I mean? Like, he has the tricks, just didn't get there.
Can he do... Oh, he's going to swap it out. Board slide up the rail. I like how Deshaun started doing that, and he was just like, hey, guys, this is the thing now.
Yeah.
Join me. Join me if you can.
If you can.
I can't imagine how many people were like, I wonder if I can do that, and just got smoked in the process.
Back nose blunts.
Okay, so this is where Braden, sitting out there in the crowd watching, is going to be taking notes, because we know he can kickflip back nose blunt that tomorrow.
Absolutely. Getting up and over. A little bit on top. It wasn't fully locked in, but he landed it perfect. You would like to see that nose hanging off the edge a little bit more, but 6.9, solid score.
Honestly, it's almost a little surprising not to have seen anybody up in the 9s yet.
Whoa.
Toby going for that nollie flip back lip.
Yeah, no 9 clubs yet, huh?
Nope. All right, Chima, last attempt. Come on. No go.
You know what, though? Chima has done it. He owns property in Australia.
He's living the dream.
Yeah, he's chilling. We're just thankful to have him out in this contest.
Yeah, the crowd stoked to see him. Seriously, Australian skateboarding legend. What he's done in skateboarding over the last 15 years, amazing. Oh. No go for Blake Carpenter.
No.
I'm gonna say I'm sad about that.
I think we're all sad.
Yeah.
But again, another solidified, amazing professional skateboarder.
All right, Rob Pace, where's he going? Looks like he's gonna go with the speed. Oh. Riding the bucket Bronco. Unable to do it, but great to see him out here. Stoked to see so many Australian skaters in the event.
So sick. I mean, they have a really strong scene here. A lot of talented skateboarders.
Rippers. Patrick Proman needs a 1.8 to get into 6th. Oh. I mean, kudos to him for just saying, I'm going to go all in.
Yeah.
But also, a little strategy could have gone a long way on that one.
There's some heavy hitters in Heat 3, though.
Toby Ryan, the only skater to have cracked himself into top 6th. Definitely not safe, though.
No. I think this is, yeah, definitely on slight bubble.
Yes. And that does it right there for heat number 2. Not a lot of movement around the leaderboard. The only big one here, Toby Ryan making his way up into 5th place. So these are the overall standings. Top 6, Yukito Aoki hanging on right now with an 18.5. We'll see if that can stay. Toby Ryan getting himself in there. Gabriel Aguilar, Rome Collier, Cordano Russell, 28.7, and Kairi Netsuki still sitting at the top with a 30.2 overall. But it is not over yet. We've got Heat 3 still to come. Let's take a look at who is going to be skating next. So honestly, this is we've got the most experience in SLS between Mario McCoy. He's gotten a second place at an SLS event in Los Angeles. Zach Saraceno has skated in them before. Shea Sandiford. And then we've got Noah Naif. Excited to see him skate, and Riley Pavey, who you've been singing his praises.
I've been loving the way he's skating. Ending it with 2 Australians, too, is pretty sick.
That is Heat 3 coming up next. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everyone, to Sydney. Sydney is the major events capital of the Asian Pacific, hosting exclusive international sporting events like SLS, Australian premieres of blockbuster musicals, and a world-class calendar of cultural events, including the Sydney Festival, Mardi Gras, Sydney Biennale, and the world-renowned Vivid Sydney, delivering more than $1 billion into the local economy, which is pretty unbelievable. And I just gotta say, great skate spots, great skate parks. Tommy Finn demonstrating how wonderful it is to street skate here in Sydney. So here we are in the Men's Select Series. We have 2 heats under our belt right now. Kairi Netsuki in the top spot with a 30.2, but Cordano Russell nipping at his heels with that 28.7. We've got an international field. Take a look at those flags right there. I love seeing everyone from all over the world all coming here to Sydney, Australia to compete. Before we get into heat number 3, let's head down to Alex White on course.
What's up, guys? I'm here with Cordano Russell. Cordano, you're in that number 2 spot, 2 heats down. Looking like pretty good chance you're gonna make the final. Where do you go from here?
Moving forward, the biggest thing right now that I want to improve is my line score. I'm going to make some adjustments, start to flick my board a little bit more, and then we'll see how that turns out.
Awesome. And are you watching anyone in this heat number 3 right now? Do you have your eyes on anybody in particular?
Heat number 3, it is a packed heat. Everyone knows what they're doing. They're good at skateboarding, and it is street league. We're all the best in the world, so I'm looking forward to see everyone kill it.
Awesome. Well, we're going to be watching. Cordano's going to be watching. Yep. You guys are going to be watching. Back to you in the booth.
Later, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're the best.
As much as Cordano's skateboarding is amazing, I got to say, right there looking at Alex White and then Cordano standing next to each other, that height differential, I was like, she had to full go-go gadget arm it to get the microphone up there.
I like his thought process, though. He's just like looking at it and just trying to improve whenever he can, even though he's sitting on 2nd place.
Absolutely. We got to meet the skaters, though. Heat number 3, Mario McCoy from Reading, Pennsylvania, 27 years old. This man's got a lot of contest experience in his past. Right here, Zach Saraceno from Encinitas, California, 24 years old. This dude's got such good style.
Really good flick.
Shea Sandiford, 25 years old from Canada. This guy's got a really cool bag of tricks, and I'm excited to see what he brings to the course. From Sydney, 21 years old, Noah Naif. This he's great. And then someone you're definitely looking forward to, from the Gold Coast, 21 years old, Riley Pavey. Great shirt today. If you are just tuning in, we want to make sure you know what's going on. This is the basics presented by Tech Deck. We've got our line section. It's 2 45-second line attempts. Then we hop into single trick section. It's 5 single trick attempts anywhere on the course. It's all about your top 4 scores. You can take 1 line score, but you do not have to. And that makes it really exciting, because even though someone may not make it happen in the lines, it doesn't mean they're out if they put it down in singles. Today, it is about the top 6 skaters that are going to advance to the finals here at the Select Series.
Yeah, it's a really big opportunity for these guys as well. You know, this is like they can make it into the knockout round, which is huge.
The knockout round has been such a cool way to watch SLS this season, and I feel like there's a huge advantage once you get in there to being able to be like, I only have to beat these 3 other skaters.
Yeah, and then just the trajectory of what that can do for some of these guys' careers is monumental.
First in, Mario McCoy. Mario, like I said, lots of contest experience. He's skated in Tampa Am, Tampa Pro, and he's been in SLS before. Gotten second place.
Yeah, he's almost won. And it's showing right now.
Mario is very focused. And you know, talking to him, he looks at this as such a great opportunity. And he's super grateful to be here. Wow. Such a good kickflip crook.
Nollie blunt. Solid run. Perfect, exactly what he needed to do. The scores aren't overly high to get into those top 6 spots, so I think that's a perfect run just to take some pressure off.
There's another look.
Kickflip crook, perfect down the hubba.
He just looks really comfortable out there right now. Like, not nervous. You know, you saw in heat number 2, you could definitely see there was some nerves, but he just looks cool as a cucumber.
And that's where experience plays a part.
Judges. 7.3 right there.
Solid. And the number I'm looking at if I'm one of these skaters is that 4th, 5th spot. That's an average of a 5.7. So Mario's in a really good position now at that 7.3.
Oh, wow. Zach Saraceno starting it off with a nollie flip back 50-50.
And straight into the back nose blunt on the quarter pipe. Sick trick selection so far. Alley-oop frontside flip. Again, what Zach has done early in this run, he can get a good score if he could hustle a little faster than what he's doing.
Oh, man. 1 fall is kind of excusable, but 2 is always tough.
That's very tough.
Coming back from that, no go. But what a way to set the tone. Nollie flip back 50-50.
Strong start. You could get away with the little truck slip too in the runs.
Yeah, if it was singles, they'd dock him some points, but 2.2. He'll look to the next one.
And Shea just skated one this year, right?
Tokyo, yeah. So he's also kind of getting that experience meter up a bit, you know?
Yeah, he's probably the freshest to this format than any of the guys here.
Ooh, I like that right there.
Straight into the Bennett grind.
Look at this. He's putting a lot of tricks together in this line.
Just missing that crook to 180 nose grind. But smart play. If it goes bad, just do it to no slide.
We won't tell. Ooh.
Switch front feeble to end it.
I got to say, the back foot on that looked so cool. Just kind of the way that when he locked in, he really like extended and pushed that foot. It looked really good.
Yeah, you got to get the switch front feebles ahead of your body. Bennett grind.
His heel totally hit the hubba right there.
Yeah.
Here we go. Take another look. He like, oh, that was sick.
Yeah, see
he
that
really
last
pushed.
little push? Just a little extra just to make sure it comes out the right way.
6.9. We're going to call that a good score relative to what we've seen from the line section today.
It's doing what you need to do in the situation.
Next. Look at that. I love hearing the crowd getting behind him. From Sydney.
Skating for Shane O'Neill's board brand, April Skateboards.
Another Australian legend.
Australian legend.
Noah Naif. First ever SLS appearance. Whoa.
Huge tray flip.
It's kind of shocking to me how many people are throwing out back 180 nose grinds in their lines and stuff like that. Such a risky trick.
It is. Wow.
The pop out on that.
Not any riskier than that. Do you hear this guy's wheels too?
Yes.
There's a big flat spots on those. This tray flip was
wow.
Sick.
That was like so extended.
And then the backside 180 switch front crook, popped back out to regular.
He fully popped up before he even turned. Just for the back 180 crook with the pop out, like hurts my heart to see a 1.4 right there. But in the context of the line, it makes total sense.
Absolutely. Riley Pavey.
Look at that necklace too, skeleton.
Just the whole thing is looking sick.
Crook up, kickflip fakie.
Oh, nice switch flip on the hip. The only person to hit the Wally so far.
I like that it's two switch flips in the line so far.
And two different ones, though.
Yep. If he would have gotten away with that right there.
Riley, you could still put this together.
I mean, he's putting it together. It's one so far, like front feeble.
That was a sick run. He fell once. Fortunately, it took a lot of time off, but
he still did some really cool tricks. Oh my, that foot off right there.
The Wally 180. Not many
cool.
people have been skating that obstacle. Switch flip up. All smiles for Riley Pavey.
I'm excited to see where the judges go on that. 4.0. 4.0 is going to work.
Yeah, it's definitely something.
Next in, Mario McCoy. It came out swinging. 7.3. Oh, the backside flip. I love the way he does those, though. He like catches them and then does like sort of a late turn.
Yeah, it's such a good kickflip. He can just kind of get it to his feet and do whatever he wants with it.
Manipulate it, yeah. All these skaters are looking to get in the top 6 for an opportunity to be in the final. It's going to be, I think there's potential for it to be a relatively tough cut.
Yeah, for sure. Mario is in a really good spot with that first score, the 7.3.
Yeah, 3-0. He's going to ditch that one.
Yeah.
7.3, though, is, you know, a good way to sort of set the tone.
Absolutely. And he can see. Can see what he needs to do. That's the advantage of the last heat.
This is actually a really good course for Mario overall. A lot of opportunity to get technical, but you do have that boost mobile obstacle.
Absolutely.
Let's check in with Alex White. Alex, what's going on down there?
Yeah, you know, I checked in with Toby Ryan right now, and I was like, you know, the Switch 360 flip, down those stair set, like, what were you channeling? He's like, well, I'm from Carlsbad, and I was just channeling Poods Park 6. So he was just having a session over there, and I'm, you know, asking him if he's nervous. You know, he's sitting in that 5th place spot, and he's like, no, this is like a super fun event. He's really enjoying himself out there, and the pressure doesn't seem to be touching Toby Ryan at all at this moment.
Thank you for that. That's really cool to hear. It seems like everyone's just having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, these guys have all done such a good job in their skate careers to even be at this point. So they should be proud of themselves for even being able to skate in this event. And, you know, it's kind of when you think of it that way, it makes it a little easier.
So Zach Saraceno on course, 28 seconds left. Oh, the nollie backside flip getting away from him again. The run was off to a really good start.
But he's hustling a little more here.
We haven't seen anyone go into that nollie yet, so that would have been the first.
No, the quarter pipe to get there is not that big, and it's actually pretty short, so dropping in and setting up has been really hard. Skating at nollie and fakie both. But this nollie flip back 50 to start the run both times. 2 in a row.
.1. He's going to stick with that first line score. Next in, Shea Sandiford. Shea had a 6.9. He put a lot of tricks down. Oh. In your experience, Sean, what's better? Putting down a few hard tricks or doing a lot of more, we'll call them mediocre tricks in a line?
I was always a fan of just doing a lot of mediocre tricks. I think it's just a little easier, maybe. And it also, like, lets you save tricks for the finals. But, you know, the level of this contest has gone up and up and up, and there's a reason I'm in the broadcast, not on the course anymore.
We got that Bennett grind. I love this right there, that crook into the switch 5-0.
Switch front feeble. He does roll that back foot ankle just to, like, get off the rail.
It's like he gets to, you know, almost that last rung and he just pushes with the front foot to, like, kind of wrangle it in. 6.7, super consistent. Gonna stick with the first score. Noah Naif. Coming in. Run line number 2. What a good 360 flip.
His flip tricks are unreal. Oh, that's a make.
That was a make, yeah. He ran out of course.
The course does run out of room on that side.
Dude, the way he does that, the way he locks in is so comfortable, and the way he pops out is so powerful.
The hometown kid putting it together.
Yes! A vastly different Noah on line number 2. That was great.
That was an amazing run.
Yeah.
Look at this. Backside nose grind. Yeah, it was a little sketchy, but the course, how it angles, they were trying to fix that earlier. Just never got to it, but the back 180 switch front crook, pop out. And then the bump to back Smith on the boost mobile. Ooh, did he break his tail? Like that flex.
I know. Either way, a much better line right there. 5.5 moves them up a bit. Really getting intimate here.
He's an emotional guy.
I like that.
Yeah.
Just being vulnerable on camera. All right, Riley's back in. Seems as though he's SLS's gentleman right now with that tuxedo t-shirt.
Oh.
I just can't get over that look into the camera. It's piercing.
Yep, still got time. Maybe not anymore.
He had some time, but that was a really, really good backsmith. Love the commentary.
Yeah, maybe not your best, but you're all right.
I love it. All right, there are the skaters.
Cordano unfazed over there.
They're just taking notes right now.
Yeah.
Cordano currently in second place. We are both lines deep in heat number 3, but it is not over. We've got 5 single trick attempts coming back up. Mario McCoy putting it together out there. Can he do it in the singles? Stick around. Street League Skateboarding has been brought to you by TrueSkate. Download TrueSkate and unlock the SLS Sydney course to play like a pro. By Oakberry Acai. Not just acai, it's Oakberry, the official acai of SLS Sydney. And by Rumble Sports. Download the Rumble app today, your home for exclusive SLS content.
Oh, look. Ready, B? Ready.
Just got to say, Riley's got that good energy out there. Surfing out there, you know, in the ocean.
Yeah,
surfing it up out there on the course.
I hope his skating's a little better than his surfing. You know?
Tell us how you really feel. Current leader right there, Kairi Netsuki, putting it down so far today. Score of a 30.2. Kairi skating so well today. This right here is the Boost Mobile best line, 8.5 from earlier today. He mixed it up all over the course. There was that heel flip back lip. He went right into that front tail heel flip. flip in, flip outs.
All over the place.
Yeah. It was very good. I bet you that line had some of the pros that are skating tomorrow like, okay,
Yeah.
all right, 8.5 is what you're getting. Like we said, Kyrie up in the top spot, 30.2. Cordano Russell in second with a 28.7, and then Rome Collier with 28.1. Yukito Aoki is currently on the bubble with an 18.5, but that gap is pretty big right there. We got a 10-point gap between that and third place. So, Sean, like you said earlier, it's kind of that third, fourth spot. You know, those are, we'll call them a little more safe.
Yeah, that's when I look at this sport and I look at that third, fourth spot. You want to average somewhere around a 5.7. I was in this heat. That would be my mindset.
Whoa! Mario McCoy started off with a bang.
That kickflip front tail
Yeah.
to regular?
Yes.
I don't really see it to regular that often at all.
He's like, just in case you didn't know, I got control.
Yeah.
This right here, these are our last single trick section of the Select Series here today. Look at that.
Back to regular. It's impressive.
Be nice to me. See what they got.
We'll see where they go.
Say the slightest bit
Truck.
of truck,
Yeah,
but
7.7. That's going to do him good, moving him up already into 8th place. You know, we can't forget, this is the opportunity right here for these skaters that you don't always see in an SLS event to move up the leaderboard and get themselves in.
Wow.
Zach Saraceno, walk us through it.
Nollie varial flip. Really, really hard to level this trick out, too. Look, the way he pops it and flicks, gets that nose of the board under the tail. Great catch. That was perfect.
That trick can look so good or so bad, and he made it look so good right there.
Yeah, no one can make it look as good as he just did right there. This is another one of those guys, too, that is just a video part guy. So this single trick suits his skating a lot more than the line section.
I'm excited to see where the judges go on that.
I mean, I would say that's the best flip trick that's been done so far down the set.
7.5. You think over a switch 3 flip?
I think so.
Yeah.
You see the switch tray more often.
And making a switch 3 flip look good versus the nollie varial flip?
Yeah. Switch tray is going to look good most of the time.
Yeah. Shea Sandiford going for that switch big spin front board. I'm excited to see where Noah goes on this course.
And having a 5.5, he's in a solid spot. He could just maintain that.
Whoa, he does it! Dude, he did that! I full on thought, we got to see that again.
Yeah, any other situation in his life, he would have bailed that, but this is the Select Series in Sydney. He
Dude.
had to land that.
All right, here we go. In it.
Front foot off, front foot back on.
Fully twinkle toesed it.
He just willed that one to the ground.
I don't even know if he touched his heel.
No, actually, technically, pretty good.
Yeah.
It didn't stay on his feet, but it didn't look like a lot of tic-tac, didn't look like his foot. There's a lot of heel drag.
I mean, look, we got our judging panel is amazing. All great skaters in their own. They will probably dock for it, but
They got to account for a perfect trade.
7.8.
50, but a 7.8.
that is a legitimate score right there. Noah now in 9th place, right behind Mario McCoy.
This is the biggest wild card of the entire contest right here.
Oh,
Backwards sack the hubba to his back on the four stair.
That sounds good. I think I'll have that.
Yeah. He's all right.
He smiled through it.
Smile through the pain.
Mario McCoy coming in for attempt number 2.
Oh,
That was beefy.
was that straight over the back?
Straight over. Mario currently in 8th place right now.
That's gonna change.
18.5 is the score to beat. Look at that. All the way over the top.
A lot of hang time after that catch.
There's the kickflip you were talking about, Sean.
So quick, straight to his feet.
Beautiful flick. I mean, this is going to change right here. He needs a 3.6 to get into 6th and a 7.9 to get into 4th. You think he's going to get up into 4th?
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
6.9.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, he's happy with it. He's in 6th place right now.
I think anything, he can land any trick and qualify.
But he's got to still. And that's the thing. It's not over. So Yukito Aoki now officially out of our top 6. Mario McCoy has bumped his way in, but it is not over yet. Zach Saraceno. Nollie flip crook.
Nollie flip crook.
That was beautiful.
Such a sick skater. Just smooth. Love this flick. Straight in there, too. It's not that he gets way above the hubba either. He just knows where the board is at all times.
Yeah. He's got a lot of control. All right, needs a 5.5 to get into 6th. 7.3 gets Zach into 8th place. So I apologize. I spoke incorrectly there.
Shea needs a 5.5.
There we go. Thank you. I was like, what just happened?
And that's gonna do it. Yeah.
Yep. Switch big spin front board. Ooh, this is where things start to move around the leaderboard and things get exciting.
Switch big spin front board. Again, another trick you don't see very often at all. Bringing it back out to switch, just showing the control.
That is so hard.
Very, very hard.
You think it's 8 hard, or are we talking 7s?
It's gonna be close.
What I do appreciate, 7.9, I appreciate that the judges are being really critical and they're not just throwing out higher scores, especially because when we consider the level of skating that we're going to see in the knockout round, I mean, the technical skating is probably going to be nuts. What?
Was that back 180 nose grind all the way around?
We got to see that again.
Got Anthony Mapstone in the crowd cheering on his boy. Look at this. That was full truck.
Whoa.
I don't know if he was trying nose blunt, but that was back 180 nose grind all the way around, which I think is sicker.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. I'm super curious if he was trying that.
Either way, has to be a great score. Definitely has to be a high 7, if not low 8.
You know what's funny is he's got some wild tricks, and so that totally could have been on purpose.
High
8.8.
Huge score. Is that the highest of the day?
I think that's the highest of the day so far. Doing a little recap of scores so far. But yeah, that's the highest score of the day thus far.
Yeah.
Look at the straight on angle.
That was full truck in there. Back 180 nose grind all the way around on a round handrail.
You know it's hard when you accent the fact that it's a round handrail.
It is a round handrail.
You're like,
you don't see
let me be
things
clear,
like
folks.
that on round handrails.
That was not average. All right, Riley coming in.
call that an air ball. Missed the flick on a switch flip.
I mean, talk about the pressure. Honestly, what's it feel like when somebody goes before you and does something mind-blowing?
It's so hard.
Mario McCoy currently in 7th. Oh, but that's going to change. He needs a .3 to get into 6th and 8.4 to get up into 1st place. But Noah pushed him down into 7th.
That actually had me scared. I was like, you did that already, Mario? And then he just took it to fakie.
I love the way he goes to fakie on that.
Yeah. Good flick and just swivels the lower body around.
That was really great. .5. Mario McCoy now up into 2nd place. Pushing Cordano down into 3rd.
And that should secure him.
Yeah, he should be in the top 6 now.
Yeah.
Where? We still have to find out. Zach only needs a 5.8 to get up into 6th. And look at that, he needs a 5.9 to get into 5th.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't make either of those in his line. So that one's still fair game.
But he is a very good nollie backside flipper, so I wouldn't mind him coming back to that one.
Agreed. All right, Chase Handiford. Ooh.
He's so comfortable with that trick.
You got that one?
I do not.
It's a hard one. No. Never. All right. Toby Ryan right now sitting on the bubble in 6th place. Bennett Grind back to regular.
I'm really curious on what this score is going to be because it is a hard trick, but there's not a ton going on.
He needs an 8 even to get into 6th.
8's a big score, but he does.
That's a tall order.
Either way, he does have some tricks left.
.2 moves Shea up into 8th place. Toby Ryan safe for now. The next up, Noah Naeth.
Close your eyes, Toby. Close your eyes.
I can't wait to see what he tries.
This is where Noah just get like a 3 or 4. You don't need to do that.
Yeah, he literally needs a .7 to get up into 6th place right now. This is where he needs, Shane to walk over and be like, mate, you gotta chill.
This is like the cab back lip or something that's a little more consistent than a big flip down the stairs. Nice accent, by the way.
Thanks, bud. All right, Riley's back in. All right, Backsmith up.
Did it in his run, right? Was it after time? I can't remember.
I honestly can't recall.
I'm going to leave that one up to
I think I'm just so he's just made me laugh so hard today.
Yeah. Regardless, sick Backsmith up the hubba.
Even if he doesn't get any points for it.
It's cool that the ramp kind of gets in the way, so it forces you to pop out a little bit. You know what? Something tells me I don't think he really cares either.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
3.9.
Oh, there he is.
I like that he's having so much fun with it.
He'll be back in the ocean in no time.
Mario McCoy, currently 4 scores on the board, 2 opportunities to improve. Oh, going for the kickflip front nose blunt. Mario locked in for the final here at the Select Series, where we will be taking 2 skaters on to the knockout round.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. It's going to put a lot of pressure.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of score he's going to need and if a nollie backside flip has the potential. All right, Shea needs a 1.8 to get up into 6th place.
I think from Shea's experience in Tokyo, I feel like he's going to...
I hope he's going to play it smart.
All right, well, maybe not exactly what I thought, but he is good at that trick. That is one of his go-tos. Front shove, no slide.
All right, Noah needs a 0.7. Nope.
Such an unnecessary risk to take, but I love the confidence in yourself to do the big flip.
We need the big stunt.
Riley, that just coming from the sidelines right now.
Toby Ryan's still on the bubble. Back tail up. And he makes the kick flip.
There we go.
It's a happy day. Where do you think they're going? You think he's going to get a 4? 4.2?
Is back tail harder than the back smash? I guess it could be a little higher. I would say 4 flat.
All right. 4 flat. No.
Oh.
The judges were like, nah, backsmith's better. We've got one more attempt left. Your current standings, Kairi Netsuki in the top spot with a 30.2. Mario McCoy making his way in there in 2nd place with a 29.4. Cordano, Rome, Gabriel, and Toby Ryan on the bubble, but it is very close, and he could get knocked out in just a moment's time. Toby Ryan right there, just like,
yeah.
Oh, man.
Steer. First time for the young guy.
So Mario needs a 7.8 right now to get himself into the top spot. He doesn't need to do anything. He's already in that top 6, but there is always an advantage when it comes to the finals, being able to go last.
And I know he didn't land it, but sometimes you kind of want to know what things are going to score for the next round.
Yes, because right now, that one's open, and he's done it. He's tried it twice, so the judges know that that one's in the repertoire.
All right, here we go.
5.8 to get into 6th place. He is not out of this. He can do this. Yes.
Oh, perfect nollie backside flip.
All right, so Kairi Netsuki did the nollie back heel.
Yeah, and he got...
I want to say it was the...
Was that...
Was it the 6.1?
That's the 6.1, yeah.
If that's the case, a nollie backside flip should be enough.
It should get him there. And I personally think nollie backside flip is a little bit harder than a nollie back heel as well.
He also did it as well as you can do it. So
perfect.
All that to say, we think there's potential he could knock Toby out. And a 6.7 means he is in. Toby Ryan officially knocked out. That means Gabriel Aguilar is now on the bubble with that 22.8. And he's not safe.
All right.
Shea Sandiford, he needs a 1.9.
Just land anything.
No! He went for something that for him is a staple.
Yeah, he's going to be a little upset with how he ended that contest. He had it right exactly where he wanted to. It just unfortunately missed the last 2.
That's heartbreaking.
And this is 0.8.
0.8. He basically needs to like crooked grind the hubba.
I would say lip slide the rail, 5-0 the hubba, anything. Don't big flip the
He doesn't
set.
care what you say. No!
Oh!
No! Oh my God! He went for the back Smith.
Gifted Gabriel. Gifted him that last spot.
Wow. Wow. What an ending right
and
there.
That's just what it shows what the pressure does to people. Shea will land that big spin front board 9 times out of 10. Noah would land that backsmith 9 times out of 10, but in this situation, there's so many other factors.
Riley not going to advance, but it was awesome to see him out there. Zach Saraceno getting in there at the last moment with the nollie backside flip, knocking Toby Ryan out. Oof. And Gabriel Aguilar. Oh man, he was so close. But he made it in.
Heartbreaking for Noah.
And this is a look at the final results. So, our top 6 that are going to be moving on. Gabriel Aguilar, Zach Saraceno, putting it together on the last attempt. Rome Collier, Cordano Russell, Mario McCoy, and Kairi Netsuki. They are all going to be advancing to the Select Series Finals. That was some good skateboarding right there. And the highest scored trick presented by Accelerator Active Energy. Noah Naif, 8.8.
The hometown kid from Sydney, back 180 nose grind all the way around on the round rail.
That was so sick. What a great competition right there. There's Noah. So this is it. The Men's Select Series Finals. We're going to be running in reverse order. Gabriel Aguilar, 23 years old, from Brazil. Zach Saraceno from the States. Rome Collier from Australia. Cordano Russell, Canadian. Mario McCoy from the States. And Kairi Netsuki from Japan. This is going to be a really exciting final.
And the top 2 make it to the knockout round, which is going to be huge for them to be able to skate in that final.
That's right. Well, it was amazing skateboarding today. Shea Sandiford so close right there at the end. But man, honestly, looking like he's doing just fine. Cordano Russell putting it down in a big way. The Men's Select Series Prelims were awesome. But next up, we've got the Women's Select Series Final. So do not go anywhere. If you need to go get a beverage, do something like that, go get it done and get back here. Because the Women's Select Series Final is going to be awesome. After that, Men's Select Series Final. And then we officially kick off the championship tour with the Women's Knockout Round tonight at 7:30 p.m. Lots of great skateboarding still to come. Sean, final thought?
Amazing skating. I loved it all.
I can't wait to see what happens in the finals. Kairi Netsuki coming in, putting it down when he needed to. Lots more great skating still to come. And we will be back very shortly with the Women's Select Series Finals.